Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. It is Friday. It's the 7th of May, and it is actually national. Well, not national. It is Space Day today. Oh, my phone's going a bit crazy. 1 second. Let me just pop this coffee down a second. So I thought we'll bring you a space quiz. I've got 15 questions for you. So hopefully we're all well. Let me see who comes on. I'm a little bit, well, I'm about 2 or 3 minutes earlier than I normally would, or actually about the same time. So if we're all ready, what I will do is we'll go through the questions. We've got 15 space questions for you. Let's put little astronaut in the background as well. There we go. Let me just get rid of this. Don't need that one. There we go. And you will see on the left-hand side of my broadcast the question appear on the screen. So it will appear on the screen. So if we're all ready, hello Watermelon, thank you for coming in. So yeah, it is not national, it is Space Day today. So on Monday we did a Star Wars quiz, like a Star Wars movie quiz, and then today is Space Day. So I thought I'll bring you some space questions. So I'll pop the question into the box. It'll appear on the screen. So if you're watching on the replay as well, thank you for watching me on the replay. So if we're all ready, then question number 1 is this one. So I want to know, so also I should say, don't put any answers in the chat, not until I go through the answers, okay? So question number 1, how old is the universe in years? Okay, plus or minus 1 billion years. So number 1, how old is the universe in years? Is it plus or minus 1 billion years? You can also get a bonus point for the exact answer as well, okay? So I'm just going to drink some coffee, guys. Okay, so that was question number 1. So how old is the universe in years? Remember to write down your answers on a piece of paper. Okay, question number 2. Nice, easy question. Question number 2 is this one. Okay, how many planets are in the solar system? So question number 2, how many planets are in the solar system? And that is question number 2. And question number 3. After this, we're going to also play a game of top 10. So do let me know if you want to take part in that. Okay. And we will have a game of the top 10 game, which you all enjoyed last Friday. So question number 3, what is the smallest planet in our solar system? So number 3, what is the smallest planet in our solar system? Okay, so remember, jot your answers on a piece of paper. Don't put any answers in the box just yet, not until I've gone through them all. So what is the smallest planet in our solar system? And question number 4. Okay, what entity boasts a gravitational pull so powerful even light cannot escape? So which entity boasts a gravitational pull so powerful even light cannot escape? That's a good question. I'm hoping Space Gal's watching, because I expect 100% from you, Space Gal. Okay. And question number 5. So we've only got 15 questions. So number 5, which NASA space flight was the last manned moon mission? So which NASA space flight was the last manned moon mission? Okay, and that's question number 5. Not sure where everybody is today. Usually we do get a few people coming in a bit later on. We're flying through the questions today. So we might have an early finish, actually. No word search today, I'm afraid. But we are playing the top 10 game. So if you want to take part in the top 10 game, I need at least 2 or 3, well, I need at least 2 players. So put in the chat if you want to play the top 10 game. It is good, but you'll need to be on the broadcast for about 20 minutes or so. Wait for your turn to play. Okay, question number 6 is this one. What percentage of the solar system's mass does the sun hold? So what percentage of the solar system mass does the sun hold? Or what, let me read that again. What percentage of the solar system's mass does sun holds? So have a think about that one. I'm hoping Space Girl's going to come in. Yes, I would love it if you're watching on the replay, share the broadcast out, because I know how much you will hopefully love this quiz. So that was number 6. Question number 7. Okay. How long does it take for the sun's rays to reach Earth? So number 7, how long does it take for the sun's rays to reach Earth? Okay, unfortunately, I've got no multiple choice there. You just have to know the answer. If you say, let me have a look at the answer, actually. I'll just check the number 7. Yeah, I can't really give you anything else. I would normally say something like, you know, if you're a couple of minutes out, it is in minutes. There's your clue. The clue is minutes. So how many minutes does it take for the sun's rays to reach Earth? Because a lot of people might have thought seconds, but it's not seconds. How many minutes? Okay, so that's number 7. Question number 8 is this one. I keep putting the number in the chat because my other questions I normally use, they don't have numbers on them, so I'm having to put the number in, and they're already on this one. Question number 8. Okay, when was the first man-made object sent into space? So number 8. When was the first man-made object sent into space? So when was the first man-made object sent into space? And question number 9. Okay, who was the first person to reach space? And you also get a bonus point if you can guess the correct year in which the first person reach space. Okay, and question number 10. Now, I know it's really, really early still, isn't it, in the States? So that's why not a lot of people are watching me live, but I usually come on about a little bit later. So I might in the future do the quizzes a bit later in the afternoon instead of doing them in the morning. So let me know if that's a good idea. Okay, and question number 10. Approximately how many stars are in the Andromeda Galaxy? The Andromeda Galaxy. So approximately how many stars are in the sorry guys, the Andromeda Galaxy? That is number 10. So 5 more questions left, and then we'll go through the answers. If you're just joining or you're just watching and you're thinking, oh, I want to take part in the quiz, what I would do is you can see all the questions in the chat box. So just go through all the questions, write your answers down before the answers, okay, before we go through the answers. Number 11. Okay, this is a good question. Which direction does the Earth spin? So question 11, which direction does the Earth spin? Okay. I actually never even knew there was a national space. Well, not a national space day. Space Day. I don't know why it's Space Day. I don't know if there's a reason for it. Maybe we'll find out in the answers. Who knows? I don't actually think there is. Let me just be a clue there. But okay, number 12. In which year was the first exoplanet discovered? So number 12, in which year was the first exoplanet discovered? Okay, and question number 13. In which year, so another year question, in which year did the Spirit and Opportunity rovers land on Mars? So which year did the Spirit and Opportunity rovers land on Mars? So 2 questions left, and then we will, what I do is I'll give you a couple of minutes to drop your answer, go through your answers. I keep doing this, putting the number in the chat box. Sorry, guys, that's for the delay. Okay, number 14. When will Halleys Comet next be visible from Earth? So when will, is it Halleys? Halleys Comet must, let me read that again. When will Halleys Comet next be visible from Earth? And it's quite a long time. Okay, and here's your final question. 15 of 15 is this one. So what is the astronaut employed by the Russian Federal Space Agency called? So number 15, what is an astronaut employed by the Russian Federal Space Agency called? So what name is given to an astronaut employed by the Russian Federal Space Agency? So there's your 15 questions, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And so as I say, there are some extra points up for grabs. So you get 1 point if you get each one of the questions correct. There's an extra point on question 9 for the first person to reach space if you know exactly the year. And there's an extra point for, I think I might have missed a question actually. No, I don't think I have. Let me just double check something. No, I got it. And an extra question for number 1, if you know the exact year again for how old the universe is in years. Although some might say that, time, the actual age of the universe is different because we all, in different planets, time's different. So it's our understanding of time, not how old the universe would be on a different planet. That makes sense. Okay, so that is the quiz. Just I'll give you 2 minutes just to go through the questions in the chat box. So just scroll up, go through the questions, just check your answers, just check you're happy with the answers, and we'll go through the answers. Okay, so just give you a minute. Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Either just give me a reaction. I've just washed my hair. We're wondering why it's so flat. So yeah, National Space. I should also tell you as well, I was reading in the news that over the next 2 days, the Chinese rocket that went up is on its way back down to Earth, but it's out of control, so they don't know where it's going to land. So yeah, they said anywhere below, I think it was anywhere from the south, like North Africa, towards all the way down to Argentina. So imagine that from the top to the bottom over the southern hemisphere. It could land anywhere in that, but they are tracking it, so it's quite scary. But they said the rocket would actually break up on entry to Earth, But yeah, it's still quite scary to think that a rocket is going to land within the next 2 days. So you'll hear something on the news about it, but hopefully it'll land in the sea. Okay, so we're going to go through the answers. Okay, I don't seem to have many people here for some reason, but give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. But if you're watching on the replay, it doesn't matter. If we don't get any more people come in for the game, the top 10 games, let's call it something else then not to worry, we can always do it another time. So question number 1 then, here are your answers. And I'm just going to go through the answers, okay? So number 1 was, how old is the universe in years? The correct answer was 13.8 billion years. So 13.8 billion years old. And that is your answer to number 1. Question number 2 was, how many planets are in the solar system? And when I was at school, I was led to believe there was 9, but there is actually 8 planets, because they said Pluto isn't actually big enough to be a planet. In my opinion, there was always going to be 9, but I'm sure they'll. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? Who knows? So there might be more. But the answer is 8 planets. Question number 3. What is the smallest planet in our solar system? Again, at this point, you would say Pluto, but Pluto isn't the answer. It is Mercury. Believe it or not, it's Mercury. And question number 4, what entity boasts a gravitational pull that is so powerful even light cannot escape? The answer is, of course, a black hole. A black hole. And number 5, which NASA spaceflight was the last manned moon mission? So which NASA spaceflight was the last manned moon mission? It was Apollo 17. Apollo 17. Okay. Don't know if you can see to the top left-hand side. You see the space shuttle on top of the... Oh, you can't see it because of the... Let me just take the image away. Oh, you can't see it. Let me just take that away a second. See on the left-hand side? The space shuttle at the top? The rocket. That's... Unfortunately, you can't see it because of the... It's on the left-hand side. Okay, so that was question number 5. Number 6. What percentage of the solar system's mass does Sun hold? So good question. What percentage of mass, what percentage of the solar system's mass does the Sun hold? This is a good question. It's 99.8%. So if you put 99, sorry, you can't have the answer. Well, no, I'm going to be quite strict on that one. I want that to be a question that you know it, and then in the future you'll get the answer right. So it's 99.8%. So not 100%, not 99%, not 99.5%, 99.8%. Okay. Number 7. Oh, I'm so strict, aren't I? Number 7. How long does it take for the sun's rays to reach Earth? Now, I gave you a clue. It's not seconds, it is minutes. And the answer was 8 minutes. So 8 minutes. Okay, so 400 seconds. I think, yeah, 400 seconds. And question number 7. Okay, how long? Oh, no, that was number 7. Yeah, number 8. When was the first man-made object sent into space? Any guesses? Hello, Rick. Thanks for coming on. Are you happy to play this game? I don't mind if you can stay on, and we can do a round of the next game. Just give me a thumbs up. Shouldn't take too long. If you want to play, that would be really good. And question. So number 8. Yes. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Number 8 was 1957. 1957. And question number 9. Who was the first person to reach space? You also get an extra point here if you get the year that the first person reached space. Well done if you got this, and well done if you spelled this right as well. It's Yuri Gagarin, and the year was 1961. 1961. So if you put both those answers, give yourself 2 points. If you just put Yuri, I'll give you a point. Don't worry about the surname. But Yuri Gagarin, 1961. And question number 10. Approximately how many stars are in the Andromeda Galaxy? So how many stars are in the Andromeda Galaxy? Well done if you got this. The answer is 1 trillion. I don't think somebody's there, gone and counted every single one of them, but they probably worked out an area of the universe and times it by the area of the universe, what they believe is the area, and then that's where they've come to 1 trillion. Because it would take a lifetime, wouldn't it, to count all the stars? I think there's more than that, I'll be honest with you, but that's a lot of stars, basically. And question, I know it's something like 1 billion compared to 1 trillion. It's like mind-blowing, isn't it? Number 11. Okay, which direction does the Earth spin? Which direction does the Earth spin? The answer is from west to east. So it's always from west to east. And that is the reason why the sun rises in the east. So from west to east, and that is the reason why the sun rises in the east. Question number 12. In which year was the first exoplanet discovered? The answer was 1995. Okay, 1995 was the year. And if anyone can guess the name of the exoplanet, you get an extra. I'll give you 10 points if you can guess the name. It was 51 Pegasi B. 51 Pegasi B. You'll never forget that now. So give yourself 10 points if you got the name, but 1 point if you got the year, which was 1995. And question 13, which year did the Spirit and Opportunity rovers land on Mars? I think this year also went down in history, didn't it, as the first helicopter to fly, first, you know what I mean, the helicopter that flew on Mars this year. Well, question 13 was 2004. So Rick, you put counterclockwise for question 11 from west to east. Is that? No, that would be anti-clockwise. So that wouldn't be counterclockwise. Unless is counter the same as anti-clockwise? I don't think it is. But if you put anti-clockwise, so not clockwise but the opposite, then you can have a point. Okay. I'm too generous. And that was 13. Number 14. Okay, when will Halleys Comet next be visible from Earth? And the answer was 2061. 2061. I will be 71 then. Hopefully still, I'm not going to say still doing the quizzes. We'll be living in like this self-driving world, won't we, by then? We probably could even go to the moon for a holiday. I don't think that's ever going to happen, I'll be honest with you. That's not in our lifetime. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Too dangerous. Can you imagine the lawsuit? Something went wrong. I know people have signed up though to travel to the moon, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Okay, and question 15, the last question of today's quiz was, what is an astronaut employed by the Russian Federal Space Agency called? Oh, that's fine then, Rick, sorry. I've never heard it as counterclockwise before. I've always heard it as anti-clockwise. Number 15 then, number 15, the answer was a cosmonaut. So a cosmonaut. So well done, everyone. Thank you for taking part in today's quiz. If you're watching on the replay, thank you as well. So now we're going to do a game called the Top 10. So I need 2 players. Now, Rick, if you're happy to play, I'll explain the rules. If I can find my rule sheet. I can go through it anyway. Anyway, so the top 10 game, we played this on last Friday. Now I'm going to bring up a list. You'd normally be part of a team, but you can play it on your own. It's fine. So what's going to happen is I will give you a list on the screen, and you have to name as many things on the list. You need to get 5 correct answers to bank any money for the team. Okay, so I'll give you a list. Now, if you get 5 correct answers, you get money, obviously. It's only fake money. And you then get a place in the final, but you have into the final list where you can work as an the team to win the pot. But you have 1 life. You would normally be able to nominate as a team 3 people. So you can have 3 nominates in your team. Okay. And the leader of the team always plays last. So I think we'll just do a one-on-one, Rick, if that's all right. So are you ready, Rick? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for your list, and see if you can sort of beat. You can see if you can actually bank some money, and then if anyone else comes in, they want to play, then we can do that as well. So are you ready, Rick? Can you give me a thumbs up if you're ready? And I'm going to upload your first list. I mean, if you don't want to play, that's totally fine. But I'm going to bring up a list onto the screen. Let me just check something. Let me just check I've got the right one. I'm going to bring it up anyway, and we'll have a game, just one game. Okay, so this is your first list, okay? And let me just switch this around. So this is your first list, Rick. So if nobody else can put in the chat. Oops, take myself off. Here we go. Okay, so I'm looking for, Rick, the top 10 national teams in World Rugby rankings. So if you can put an answer in the chat box, I'm looking for the top 10 national teams in the world rankings. Okay, if you get 5 correct answers, you bank money for the team. So you need 5 correct answers to win £1,000. You also get 1 life. So if you get 1 answer wrong, then you lose a life. But any more correct answers after that, you unfortunately are eliminated from the game. Okay. Let me just bring up the answers. So you're saying England. England is your first answer. Let me check that's on the list. I usually have these prepared. Okay, England is second on the list. Well done. So you've got 1 correct answer. So I'm looking for your second correct answer. You need to get 5 correct answers to bank money for the team. If you're not sure, have a guess. So I'm looking for the top 10 national teams in World Rugby rankings. So England was second on the list. So you're saying Germany. Okay, Germany is not on the list. You've lost your life. Okay, so you need 4 more correct answers to go through to the final list. So think a bit closer to England. I'll give you a clue because it can really give clues, but think of places closest to England. So remember, if you give me an incorrect answer, you unfortunately are eliminated from the game. You have a nudge. Did I say nudge? Not nudge. Nominate. You do have a nominate. So if you want to nominate, you can nominate somebody else in your team. So Wigger, if you want to play, you can. If Wigger wants to give a nudge, you want to use a not a nudge, a nominate. Do you want to use a nominate? Okay, you're going for Italy. Okay, unfortunately, Italy is not on the list. So, Rick, you would be eliminated from the game. Okay, so unfortunately, you've lost, Rick. But I'm going to give you a chance though if you want to use a nominate. So, would you like to use a nominate? I could be your nominate if you want me to be the nominate. Okay, we're going to use a nominate because you've got 3 anyway. But you would have one per player. Oh, sorry, 3 per team. Okay, you don't know. Okay, so I'm going to give you one. Okay, I'm going to give you New Zealand. Okay, so you're back in the game, but you don't have any lives. Any more incorrect answers, we'll forget Italy. Okay, so New Zealand is top of the list. England is second on the list. Do you want to give me another answer? You are currently on. You need to get 3 more correct answers. Oh, you're saying Australia. Australia is on the list. Yes, it's 4th on the list. Well done. So you've got 3 correct answers. You need 2 more correct answers to bank £1,000. So we're looking for the top 10 national teams in World Rugby rankings. Saying Canada. Okay, I'm afraid Canada is not on the list. Okay, now you could have used the nominate. You remember you get 3 nominates per team, so you could have used another nominate if you wanted to, but you didn't. I know you slowly get used to the game. Trust me, you'll get used to it. So unfortunately, you are eliminated from the game. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring up the answers, what you could have had. Let me just bring up the answers. 1 minute. It's just uploading. Sometimes I get these ready and sometimes I don't. Okay, so here are your answers. So here are your answers. You could have had New Zealand, which you did, England, Ireland, Australia, South Africa, Scotland, Wales, Argentina, France, and Fiji. So they were all the correct answers that you could have had. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, would you like to play again, Rick, or Wigger? Would you like to have a go? Wigger, would you like to have a go? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to bring up another list. Okay, yeah, Wigger's going to have a go. Okay, so let me just take that off, and I'm just going to upload another list. So these are all at random. So this is your next list, if we're ready. So this is for Wigger. Okay, this could be interesting. So this is your next list. Okay, so I'm looking for the top 10 items stolen from cars in the UK. So top 10 items stolen from cars in the UK. So if you want to give me an answer, remember you have so as a team you have 2 nominates. So you've got 2. You can nominate if you're not sure, but you do have a life. So don't, Alexis, no, please don't put any answers in the box. No, this is just Wigger's turn. So now I'll have to take Alexis's answers as the nominate answers, okay? So number 1 rule, don't put any answers. It's Wigger's go. So you're saying gas. You're saying gas. Okay, gas is not on the list, I'm afraid. So you've lost your life. Wigger has lost your life. You can nominate. Would you like to use Alexis's answer as cell phone as your nominate? So Wigger, would you like to use Alexis's answer as a nominate? Yep. So you're saying cell phone, and well, we call it mobile phone. Mobile phone is on the list. Yes, that is 4th on the list. So we need 4 more correct answers to bag some money for the pot. So I'm looking for your second answer, Wigger. So as a team, you now only have 1 nominate left. Okay. So you're saying cash. Is cash on the list? Or money? Okay, yes, I will give you that. It is 8th on the list. Wallet is on the list. So we need 3 more correct answers. So if I take your third correct answer, Wigger, looking for the top 10 items stolen from cars in the UK. Would you like to use a nominate? Bear in mind, if you use the nominate as a team, you will have no more nominates left. License plate. Okay, is license plate on there? It is on the list, yes. It is 10th on the list. We call them number plates, but the license plate, number plate is on the list. So well done. That is 3 correct answers. Need 2 more correct answers to bag £1,000 for the team. The top 10 items stolen from cars in the UK. Rick says, Wiggy, have you got a tail? So I'm looking for your 4th correct answer. You need 2 more answers to bag £1,000. Looking for your 4th correct answer. Now, if you get 5 correct answers and you bag £1,000, you can give any more answers to double the money. Oh, so you're saying cigarettes. Cigarettes. Is cigarettes on the list? Unfortunately, cigarettes is not on the list. Okay, so you have, I can't remember, you lost your life, didn't you? Or did you not lose your life? Oh, I can't remember now. So you've lost your life, unfortunately. So you can have 1 more. Now, you need to get 2 more correct answers. So if you get this next answer wrong, unfortunately, you're eliminated. And then, Alexis, would you like to play up next if you get this next one wrong? So, but yeah, cigarettes is not on the list, unfortunately. Remember, this is UK cars. So you're saying rims. What's a rim? Just if you can let me know what, I don't know what a rim is. Do you mean like the car parts? Yeah, I thought you meant that actually. Okay, is rims on the list? I will give you that. I will give you that. Wheels is on the list, so I'll give you wheels. So you need 1 more correct answer to win £1,000 for the team. So well done. You need 1 more correct answer. You're doing really well, Wigger. So I'm looking for 1 more correct answer, but you remember you've lost your life. So you can nominate. You have 1 nominate, or do you want to leave that to Alexis? Remember, Alexis won't have any nominates, but you will have a life. The car itself. Okay. So you're saying the car itself. So remember the question, items stolen from cars in the UK. Is cars on the list? Unfortunately, cars is not on the list. So you've lost your life. Unfortunately, you were 1 question away from bagging £1,000. Unfortunately, you have now been eliminated. Okay. Sorry, Wigger, but you did really, really well. You did really, really well. But unfortunately, it's not on the list. Okay, so let me bring up the answers then. Let me bring up the answers, what you could have had. Let me just find it. Reporting myself for racist. Let me just bring up the answers. Check I've got the right one. Okay, so the answers you could have had are here. So well done. You could have had car radio, you could have had shopping bags, sat nav, you got mobile phone, well done. Just so you know, the different colours were when I played for the first time. I take a screenshot of the app. So they weren't ones that you said. That's the reason why. You'll know which ones I got wrong. Vehicle, you could have had clothing, you could have had sunglasses, vehicle badge, wallet, wheels, you said wheels, and number plate or license plate. So sat-nav is basically people still use sat-navs. Basically just to it's like Google Maps. You put it in the car, you GPS, so you can find your way. Okay, so Alexis, it's your turn now. Are you ready? Remember, you've only got one nominate and you have one life. Are you ready, Alexis? Let me just upload your list. Okay, these are all at random. Are you ready for your list, Alexis? Okay. This is a really good one. This is a really good one. Okay, if you're ready. So this is your list, Alexis. Okay. I'm looking for, Alexis, the top 10 highest grossing Brad Pitt films. So top 10 highest grossing Brad Pitt films. So if you'd like to give me an answer on the board. The top 10 highest grossing Brad Pitt films. Okay, so your first answer you're giving me is Troy. Okay, Troy is second on the list. Well done. So you're four answers away from bagging £1,000 and a place in the final. So I'm looking for your second correct answer. Well done, Alexis. So the top 10 highest grossing Brad Pitt films. And no cheating. Okay, it's in 12 Monkeys. Okay, it's 12 Monkeys on the list. 12 Monkeys is not on the list, I'm afraid, Alexa. So you've lost your life. Would you like to nominate another team member? You can nominate another team member. We're just saying his SEX tape. Unfortunately not. That's brilliant, but it's not correct, unfortunately. So Alexis, you have one nominate. So if you're not sure, you can. If you get this correct, if you get the next answer incorrect, you lose. You're eliminated. Okay, so Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is on the list. Yes, it's third on the list. So Troy was second. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is third on the list. So you need 3 correct answers to bag yourself a place in the final. Ocean's 11. Ocean's 11 is on the list. Yes, it's 4th on the list. Well done. So we need 2 correct answers for the final. Well done. So remember, you've still got your nominate, so if you're not sure, but you have lost a life, so you need to get this right. It's in Legends of the Fall. Legends of the Fall is not on the list, I'm afraid, Alexa. So unfortunately, you've lost your place. You've lost your chance of winning £1,000 for the team. So unfortunately, you could have used the nominate to ask, because you had one nominate amongst you as a team, but unfortunately you didn't use it. So unfortunately, you are not in the final. Well, as a team, you are eliminated. But now, because everybody was eliminated. Oh, you're just doing the individual. Okay. No, what happens is, Alexa, so everybody plays to build up a pot for the team. So Alexis, Rick and Wigger, you're all in a team. But now I need, if there was a captain at the beginning, if you were all here at the beginning, the captain always plays the last game. So I'm going to ask who would like to be captain, who would like to play in the final for one last time to try and bag yourself. I don't know, we'll say, if there's no money, I'm not actually sure on the rules for this part, but who would like to play? Who would like to play for the captain? Not the captain. Who would like to play the final? Oh yeah, let me bring up the answers. Sorry, we'll bring up the answers. One second. One second. Sorry, guys. 1 minute. I just have to upload the image. So it's just taking a little bit longer than normal. Okay, so here are the answers. Here we go. So here are the answers. So you could have had, so World War Z was top. You said Troy. You said Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You said Ocean's 11. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Ocean's 12. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. 7. Megamind, and Inglorious Bastards. Okay, that's the name of the film. Okay, so well done. Well done. Okay, so who would like to be the captain and who would like to play one last time? Who do you think would get the most answers? Talk amongst yourselves. I've got one final list for you. Let me bring myself on the screen a minute. There we go, there I am. Okay, so who would like to be the team captain? Obviously, we would normally do that at the beginning, but should we go for... 1 minute. Right, let's go for... I'm going to go for Rick, just because you were the first one here. Or just do a free-for-all. All right, we'll do a free-for-all then. But it's not usually how I would do the game, because obviously it all builds up to the final. But if there's normally a lot more people here, then that's how it would work. Okay, so let's do one final list if we're all ready. I know you're all patiently waiting. Right, where's this list gone? Because I've got two. I've got the answers and I've got the actual list. Let me just bring up the list. Please be the right one. Okay. Okay, this is quite an easy one. Okay, well, disappeared. There we go. Okay. Here we go, guys. Okay, so I'm looking for the first 10 member countries of the EEC. So if you get one wrong, then it all goes down to the next person, okay? So the first 10, that would be if you obviously got through to the final. So we're going to let everybody come through to the final. So I'm looking for the first 10 member countries of the EEC. Okay, so first up then we have Germany. So is Germany on the list? Okay, Germany is not on the list. Germany is not on the list. And there's a reason for it. So unfortunately, you're eliminated. Okay, next up, I have to take each answer as each person first. So Alexis is saying France. France is second on the list. Yes. Okay, then I've got to take an answer from Rick. So I don't know what the EEC is. The European Economic Countries. I like Adolf. Okay, he's a great haircut. We don't really talk about him. Okay, because well, I'll just tell you now. Okay, Germany is on the list, but it's West Germany. It's West Germany, not just Germany. Okay, it must be. I don't know why, but it was probably when it first was formed. Okay. Rick's saying Britain or Great Britain. Great Britain is not on the list, but it is the United Kingdom. Okay. So remember, Britain is Scotland, Wales, and England. The United Kingdom includes Northern Ireland. So Northern Ireland is United Kingdom is England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. But United Kingdom is on the list. I'll give you that one. Okay, Alexis is saying Greece. Yes, Greece is on the list. Well done. That's 10th on the list. Wigger saying Bulgaria. Okay, Bulgaria is not on the list. We did have another answer as well. Wigger says Japan. No, Japan is not in Europe. So unfortunately, that is not on the list. So far, you've said France. I'll give you West Germany, Italy, United Kingdom, and Greece. It should be. No, unfortunately. Rick's saying Sweden. Okay, Sweden is not on the list. Bulgaria is not on the list, I'm afraid. Remember, this is the first 10 member countries of the EEC. The first 10 countries. Yeah, Italy's on the list, Alexis. Yes, that is 4th on the list. Okay. So there's 1, 2, well, there's 10 on here, but we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more countries. There's 5 more countries on there. So any more guesses before I show you the answers? Okay, I'm going to give you the answers, okay. So the other answers you could have had. Whilst I just bring up the answers on the screen. Keep guessing though, guys, while I do that. Okay, Alexis is saying Spain. Okay, let me just check again, sorry. So Spain is not on the list, no. So Spain wasn't a first 10 country of the EEC. And Rick says Ireland. Yes, Ireland is on the list, is 8th on the list. Poland, no. Ireland, yes. And I'm going to reveal the answers, okay. So the answers. My studio is sometimes a little bit slow. Whoops. So here are the answers, everyone. So you could have had Belgium. Belgium was top on the list. France, West Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Denmark, Ireland, the United Kingdom, and Greece. So they were the order in which the countries joined the EEC. So there we go, everybody. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. As I say, when it comes down to the final, it's whoever gets through to the final. But because you didn't all get through to the final, unfortunately, we decided to do a free-for-all at the end. But you wouldn't have all got through anyway. You wouldn't have won the jackpot anyway. So thank you for watching, everybody. I shall see you later tonight. Enjoy your day. We did a space quiz, and then we played a game of, well, I call it the top 10 game. I can't call the actual name of the game because I don't want to get prosecuted for copyright. But we were all right with screenshots. Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and I shall see you later tonight. And we're doing, well, hopefully, I might come on tonight. I'm not sure yet. I need to take some steak out of the freezer. So catch you later, guys. Have a really great day.